So, Kelly, today I wanted to talk a little bit about being of service because with everything that's going on, we tend to get, I don't know, for lack of a better word, self-centered, or at least centered on ourselves and our own worries and fears and anxieties, which are all completely justified at this time. But I remember in the past when I've had moments of feeling depressed or overwhelmed or things like that, I remember I can't even remember where I got the advice, but somebody had once told me that if you try your best to be of service to someone, no matter how big or small in those moments when you're feeling so trapped in yourself, that's a great way not only to help others, of course, but then to break yourself out of any um, overwhelming moments of depression or anxiety, things like that. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that today and see if that's been your experience as well.
Being of service is such a great topic, especially right now when we have so much physical distancing. We might forget to do that, but they talk about time, talent, and treasure, that those are opportunities, whether it's giving time or giving of our financial or giving of our talents to be of service to other people, really, like you said, takes the focus off of ourselves for a minute and puts really great focus on others and taking care and helping others.
That's a great one, time, talent, and treasure, because obviously treasure, if you have the finances these days, there's lots of great places to help. There was a fundraiser the other day I saw from my nephew's girlfriend, who's a hospital nurse, and they were raising money just for the local nurses and doctors and putting food in their break rooms and helping them with groceries for their kids and things like that. So certainly I think there's great ways to financially give. And talent, I've really been enjoying, actually. There's lots of stuff on social media these days, people playing songs, lots of fun shows. I also think that, I don't know, I mean, not to even pat myself on the back, but I'm a filmmaker, and this is kind of what I'm able to do with you. And you're a psychotherapist, and now you get to use that talent to help others as well. So I think there's lots of talents we have that we maybe don't think are talents that are useful at this time, but they can be. But the time is one I think that we underestimate the value of a few minutes of time we can give somebody, right?
Absolutely. A few minutes of time listening to them or just being interested in whatever they have going on is such a great gift to give. And I think what I'm struck with right now is that it's such small things. A neighbor dropped off 6 eggs on our front porch yesterday, and it was such a gracious, loving gift. Right this morning, I made an omelet for Alex, so it doesn't have to be large; it can be small amounts.
I think with social distancing right now, it's kind of hard because that's where you feel helpless because there's so much you wish you could do and you're kind of trapped in your home. So we have to be a little creative with it.
I'm such a Pollyanna and always looking for the bright in every situation to the best of my ability. And I was walking on our green belt. We have the most amazing patch of green close to our house. I was walking our dog, and something came through. I don't even know how. It was a banner that came through that we were going to be, or that someone had shut down a state through June. And it literally took my breath away. And it was all of a sudden, I felt completely hopeless and helpless of the whole situation. And it was almost like panic came in. And so I have Marshall, so I continue to walk, and I'm in my own headspace trying to figure it all out. And across the path, I saw one of my neighbors who I just really like. She's probably in her 60s. She's just this lovely woman. And I asked her, I said, "How are you doing?" And she said, "I'm not doing very well. My cancer's come back." And so we're at the very last ditch effort of treatment. And she can't see her kids or her grandkids right now out of fear of getting sick and are sick, from the coronavirus. And I was really able to listen to her and give her my gift of loving in just even that 5 or 6 minutes. And I walked away feeling better, feeling really grateful for even just that moment of time with her. And later on, she texted me and said, "Thank you so much for just listening to me. I feel so alone right now," even though she's married, has a lovely husband. So just that 5 or 6 minutes of being of service to her got her out of myself. And I was so grateful for the opportunity to be there for her.
I'm glad you shared that story, because one of the things I've been thinking about is this idea of compassionate listening, and now more than ever, that's something we can certainly give, because we tend to just talk to people about how we're feeling and what's going on in our lives. And it's an opportunity to kind of get things off our chest. But I think asking someone about themselves and then really listening, really letting somebody else do that. Again, that's a way to be of service that we don't think about a lot. So I'm glad you shared that. That was great. So I thought I would turn the tables today. I read this meditation prayer a while ago that Thich Nhat Hanh did after 9/11, and it really hit me back then. And so I looked it up again, and rather than read his, I kind of made some amendments to it so that it could apply to today. But I was hoping maybe today I could take you through a quick, brief meditation prayer.
Oh, I would love that. I would just appreciate that.
Great. So as we always do, let's start by just getting a little bit comfortable in our chair and closing our eyes. Just take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax your shoulders. Just kind of let your body sink deeper into the chair so that we're nice and relaxed. So just take one hand, and while we're sitting here relaxed, just place it over your heart. And then I'm going to take us through a little meditation prayer, and just hear my words and feel it as deeply as you'd like. And let's use this time to pray for ourselves and all the loved ones in our lives, and also everybody around the world who's going through this together with us. We know that there's a tremendous amount of suffering going on right now. Feelings of shell shock, fear, anger, sadness, and uncertainty rise in ourselves and in the world. At this moment, we ask God and all of our spiritual teachers to be with us, helping to embrace our suffering and all of the suffering in this world today. And to those of us trying to save, to heal, and to support others, we offer such gratitude to them and bless them in their safety every step of the way. To those of us who are crying, suffering, or feeling hopeless, let us take this time to embrace them with our love, compassion, and understanding. At this very moment, when so much fear and worry circulates in the world, we wrap our arms of compassion around ourselves, our loved ones, and around all those in need of comfort at this time. Amen.
That's so beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank everyone else for doing it with us. We can do that every day if we need to. So
I'm going to put that back.
Great. We'll see you next time.
Something good will come from this.